in accounting, and my brother was doing a side job at my uncle's house, just changing out a furnace, and he asked me to go help him. And I went, and I thought it was the most fun I'd had, and I was like, you can get paid for this, you know? So I still didn't know about an apprenticeship program though. I decided that I would just start entry level, and I just knocked on doors. I sent resumes. I think it took like 6 months to even get an entry level position, and that was just being a warehouse worker at a non-union residential company. And so that's how I started sheet metal. I have another brother who actually got into the trades about that time, and he had just joined to be a plumber. Local 32. So he was working with a woman in the field, and she talked to me about the union and all the benefits that come with being a union member. And at that time in my life, I was a single mom of 3. It was huge that I would get benefits for my family. And I wasn't young either. I didn't start very young. I think I was 29 or 30 when I started in the apprenticeship. It was hard. I just had to think of like long term, like the sacrifice I had to make for my family. 3 years ago, I approached my business manager at my local, and I asked if I could start a women's committee. He told me, come up with some ideas of what you're going to do within this women's committee and come back to me. So I thought the first thing that we had to fix or try to fix was retaining our women. At the time, I think we had like 10, maybe 15 journey level women out of 2,200. So I came up with the idea of having a mentoring program. And in theory, how it would work would be that we get journey level women and we train them, and we pair them with women apprentices. He liked the idea, and he allowed us to move forward, and so that's what we did. Seeing that the leadership is on board and having this mentoring program, it's like a whole different world for women now. When I started this, we had 3% women apprentices. We're now at 10% women apprentices. It's not just because of the mentoring program, it's the shift, it's the change, it's the better recruitment, and just the change in general. Just high schools getting on board finally and saying, hey, apprenticeship is a possibility. There's another route, not just college. I do attend a lot of career fairs. Some of them are specific for trade, some of them are specific for women. People are getting interested. It's getting promoted, so when they're hearing about it, they want to know what we are. I think that's a hard thing with sheet metal when I go to these career fairs, is that we're kind of like underrepresented. They know what plumbers do, they know what electricians do, they know what carpenters do. So sometimes it does take a little bit of work. Like once you get starting to talk to them, they get interested because they didn't know who we were. There was even a thing called sheet metal. When I was in accounting, I just remember being, terribly bored and just not wanting to do my job. I was so unhappy. And when I first, finally made that decision, it just changed my life. Being physical, working with your hands, and getting to see new job sites, getting to learn every day. It's just been so rewarding.